Hi everyone, it's Eva, and today I wanted to walk you through how I completed the Horrific Vision of Orgrimmar with all 8 masks active. I ran the vision as a Balance Druid at item level 662, and my gear was by no means optimal for my spec, as I took a bit of a break from playing WoW after completing the Liberation of Undermine raid in Season 2, but I did make sure I had my gear enchanted and socketed wherever I could, and I used every consumable at my disposal, including a Feast of Divine Day, a Flask of Alchemical Chaos, a Weapon Oil, Augment Rune, and Combat and Healing Potions. In terms of talents, I ran the Keeper of the Grove hero talents, as I found having trees really useful for nemesis spawns and for helping take the aggro of large packs wherever I was in danger. I also found it helpful to run Hibernate for Rexar's boar ads. I've linked the import code for my exact talent loadout in the description of this video if you'd like to use it too. The first thing I always do in the vision is run to the building next to the bank to find the poisonous potion. I then use the weak aura on screen, which is also linked below, to click the colour that corresponds to the poison so I know which colour to avoid, while also telling me what the other colour potions will do in that specific run. My first pull is quite big, and it includes the 2 guards that unlock the final boss room, because I will get a gift of the Titan proc here, and I also have all of my cooldowns available. I'm also keeping an eye on the Nemesis counter at the top of my screen so I can be prepared for Gammon to spawn.
Watch your step.
Since I'm a druid, there will be parts of this vision that I skip with stealth. If you can't stealth, you could use an invisibility potion, otherwise you will just need to fight a couple of extra packs throughout the run. I'm using cooldowns again on the last pack before the drag, as it has 2 casters, and I'm going to spawn Gammon, so I need to kill it quickly.
Grunter, watch your feet. Attack totem.
I'm choosing to clear the Drag and the Valley of Honor as my first 2 wings, because I always find the Valley of Honor the most difficult area, so I wanted to get it out of the way as it's the most likely area to cause a wipe.
Watch your step.
Remember that there is absolutely no rush to complete the vision. It's unlikely that you'll run out of sanity if you avoid mechanics well and take care. So be sure to take time between pulls to heal, change talents, or use a sanity restoration orb.
Watch your step.
I have things under control. Let's search the drag for survivors. I'll conceal any we find while you keep the enemy at bay. There's a teleporter on the other side of the drag. Just hope it still works.
Watch your step.
I'm about to get another Gammon spawn here, so I'm using cooldowns as soon as he spawns to get him down quickly. Your nemesis will also restore 150 sanity when defeated, which is a huge benefit.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Let's move along.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
This is another dangerous pack as it has 2 dominators in it which can stun me. I accidentally let one of the casts go through, so I had to try and stabilize again and clean up the pull after that, especially with Gammon spawning too.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Leatherworking and engineering workshops. Careful around those explosives. This isn't good.
It's time for the first boss and I have all of my cooldowns available. I'm going to use the tree trunk in the middle to avoid the Void Torrent ability. This is a top tip I learned recently from a viewer which has made the fight so much easier.
We should be safe now, champion. Remain wary. Thrall's force.
Heading into the Valley of Honor, I can see that my healing buff from the potion is about to expire, so I'm clicking it off before I pull so I can let the movement speed reduction debuff fall off before I engage. Make sure you regularly check your weak aura to see if you're about to lose any buffs so you can prevent them falling off mid-combat.
Keep moving. Run.
I prefer to pull each pack individually in the Valley of Honor and use as much CC as I can, as each pack has a big elite mob with dangerous abilities, and even the small mobs can hurt you if you let them reach you. As a druid, I found it helpful to root some of the larger mobs, especially ones around Akir swarm leaders, as I need to prioritize killing swarm leaders because they buff the mobs around them while it's alive.
Watch your step.
I managed to time it so that I got the Gift of Titans proc right before Rexar, so I used this to go straight for the boss kill, even though I didn't have all my cooldowns up because Rexar can deal lots of sanity damage, so having the sanity damage reduction was going to help me massively. I also tried my best to CC and interrupt the boars to prevent unnecessary sanity damage. Vortex and Typhoon is a must for any druids struggling with Rexar for sure.
Watch your step.
Champions, we've been needing your help. It's just in time. Your brothers and sisters in the Valley of Spirit.
I'm going to clear the mini-boss to unlock the Valley of Spirits, but I'm actually going to clear the Valley of Wisdom first as I find this one more challenging.
Watch your...
demand vengeance!
Watch your step. Watch your step.
I prefer to kite lots in the Valley of Wisdom, as there is much less space in this area and I don't want to constantly stand in melee range of mobs or accidentally body pull other packs by trying to escape. So you'll see me run back to the same safe spots throughout this part so I stay as safe as possible.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
I'm using all my cooldowns on this first mini-boss as he deals unavoidable sanity damage, so I want to kill him before he gets more than one cast off, preferably. Luckily, the sanity damage I lost was immediately refunded by killing him.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
The Valley of Wisdom has 2 mini-bosses and then the final boss, so be sure to take your time and wait for cooldowns if you need to.
Watch your step.
But I would say that the Void-Crazed Hulk is more dangerous than the Coagulated Horror, so as long as you avoid the Horror's mechanics, you can kill it slowly without really being punished.
Watch your step.
Now it's time for the main boss of this area. I'm going to pull this one over to the first mini-boss's area as there's much more space to use. I'm going to use all my cooldowns here as the mechanics can be difficult to survive if the fight goes on for too long. Luckily though, the small adds that spawn during the fight don't count towards the nemesis spawn, so you're safe to kill them as soon as possible.
Nothing I do will ever bring them back.
Lastly, I'm heading to the Valley of Spirits, which I find the easiest of all the areas in this vision. I can also see that I have lots of kills before gammon spawns, and I have plenty of time left on my potions, so for now I'm just focusing on clearing the area.
Watch your step.
Here I'm preparing for another nemesis spawn soon, which I have trees available for. I didn't really feel the need to use any other cooldowns on this occasion.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
I should have used cooldowns for this gammon spawn just to deal with him quicker, but it was still fairly safe to play it the way that I did. All we have now is the boss of this area, which I'm using my cooldowns for, as it means I don't really have to worry about his mechanics because he dies very quickly. I also have plenty of time afterwards to wait for my cooldowns before engaging the final boss.
My brothers and sisters be free. But how can we ever be trusting the voices of the elements?
I'm now going to stealth back to the start where we've already cleared the way, wait for cooldowns to come back up, double check none of the potions we have are going to expire during the final boss fight, and make sure I'm not going to spawn Gammon, because the boars in this encounter do contribute to the Nemesis spawn count. After waiting for cooldowns, we're ready to face Thrall. I'm going to make use of one of my sanity restoration orbs before I start, as we haven't even used one this entire run. This also ensures I'm as topped up as I can be, and then I'm going to hibernate one of the boars so I only have to deal with one at a time, and I'm going to nuke the first one down before I do anything else. Once the first boar is down, I want to kill the second boar quickly too, so I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the encounter. Then it's simply being careful of Thrall's mechanics and burning him down.
Gruntle. Move the yellow orb. Gruntle. Watch your step. Gruntle.
And there we have it. That is how I beat the 8-mask Horrific Vision of Orgrimmar. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you have any questions or advice you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. Also, if you'd like to catch me live one day, you're always welcome over on my Twitch channel, which is linked below along with all of my other socials. For now though, I wish you all the best with your own Horrific Vision of Orgrimmar. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!